Okay. Jacob, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Faculty, staff, administration, friends, family, and of course, my fellow Troy Buchanan High School class of 2022 graduates. It is an honor to speak to you this evening. Graduates, for those of you who might not know me, hi, my name is Grace, and believe it or not, we did go to high school together. When I was writing this speech, I knew that I wanted to accomplish 3 things. I wanted to reflect on the last 4 years of our lives, appreciate the moment that we were in, and look forward to what comes next for all of us. So first, reflecting. We've faced it all these past 4 years, from a global pandemic that took the last quarter of our sophomore year, to a district football title our senior year, and many of us have lost friends and family members along the way. We've gone to homecoming dances, basketball games, and fall musicals. It's crazy to think that when we entered the Troy 9th Grade Center our freshman years, young and a little bit terrified, that we were all given the same opportunities. We were given the same classes to take, people to be friends with, and clubs to join. And yet somehow we all made our separate ways throughout this school, completely unique. Our lives are simultaneously independent and interconnected, but we did not do it alone. Maybe it was a friend who really helped you out on those AP Psych quizzes, a teacher who was always there to listen to you laugh, cry, or vent during ACT Lab, and for most of us it was probably also our mom, or our dad, or our older brothers or younger sister. But we've been helped along the way to this moment. Take a moment to find someone here today who has helped you become the graduate that you are. Look around.
Thanks, David.
If you are making eye contact with a 2022 graduate, I want to thank you on behalf of us all for your unconditional support through failed tests, inside jokes, and everything in between. Mr. Blankenship once said during a first block jazz band class, "That's the beauty of what we do. It can never be perfect." Now, Mr. B was talking about music, specifically jazz, but isn't that true about our lives too? My high school experience has been far from perfect. It hasn't been the nonfiction 4-year-long version of High School Musical like I pictured in my head, although like Troy Bolton, I did paint my fair share of sets for the musical. But that's the beauty of what we do. It doesn't have to be perfect, just uniquely ours. And thanks to the opportunities that we were given and those who held us up through it all, each of our stories have been uniquely ours. Now, acknowledging the moment. Congratulations, graduates. We did it. We're here. Every study session, EOC test, weekend practice, and long late-night rehearsal has brought us to this moment, and it was all worth it. Now, as a lot of you know, I love poetry, but I'll spare you the pain of reading you a poem and having you analyze it, like I know you've had to do so many times. Instead, I'd like to read you a quote by author Azar Nafisi. She once wrote that you get a strange feeling when you're about to leave a place. Like you'll not only miss the people you love, but you'll miss the person that you are in this time and in this place because you'll never be this way ever again. Fellow graduates, look around. You are surrounded by people that perhaps you've known for 13 years and perhaps you have never met. You may see these people tomorrow, next year in college, or never again after today. And that's the intimidating part. But the fortunate part is this: you are here, now, surrounded by people who have shaped your life in immeasurable ways, and you are the person you are now because of these people and experiences. You may come back to Troy Buchanan High School for your little sister's golf match, or the graduation of a younger friend, or maybe just because you miss it. But this moment is one you will never return to, and you will never be the same person with these same people ever again. So soak it in. And finally, looking forward. I have no clue what you're gonna do after this year, and many of you might not either, that's fine. Some of you might join me at Missouri State in the fall, go Bears. Some of you will join the military, go to trade school, or start a job that you love. Something that I've been thinking about recently, though, is how genuinely excited I am to see what each and every one of you will accomplish. I can't wait to come back to my 10-year high school reunion and find out that not only did I go to high school with people who became incredibly successful, but that I went to high school with people who remained incredibly kind. So far in my brief time behind this podium, I've asked you to look around at the people who have held you up by investing in your life, and to look beside you to the people with whom you are sharing this moment. Now, join me in looking forward. My hope for you is that you will become politicians with integrity, celebrities with humility, and prosperous people who find ways to remain involved in their communities, but also 1,000 other things. Anthropologists, non-for-profit owners, mothers, music teachers, psychiatrists, veterinarians, and electricians. I'm inspired daily by what so many of you have already achieved, and I anticipate with confidence who you will become. On a personal note, I want to say that I am incredibly grateful not only for the faculty, staff, friends, family, and administration here today, although I am constantly humbled by the support I've received from you all, but I am also immensely thankful to the graduating class of 2022, because one, it'd be really awkward to give this speech to a bunch of empty chairs, and two, because I could not be standing where I am without so many of you. As F. Scott Fitzgerald once wrote, "It's been very rare to have known you, very strange and wonderful." Thank you, class of 22. I'm confident you will do good in this world.